The former star of The Bachelorette told Chrisley that he too knew his ex-fiancé would break up with him because they were suppressing a growing certainty that they weren't the other person's person. While many were surprised by the breakup of Kaitlyn Bristowe and Jason Tartick, Savannah Chrisley wasn't. Tartick and Chrisley discussed his summer 2023 breakup with Bristowe when they appeared on Tuesday's edition of her podcast Unlocked. However, while the 26-year-old former star of Chrisley knows best expressed her opinions, she thought back to a previous exchange she had with the 38-year-old Do Edit founder when she was a guest on the podcast in March of last year. "She came on my podcast in March, and I just knew by how she was talking about your relationship," stated Chrisley. "I thought, this is not going away. This will come to an end." To that, Tartick, 35, replied, "I've heard there were a lot of conversations I wasn't aware of before the breakup that were similar to that." According to what Chrisley heard from Bristowe, the couple was never a step to move forward, and there was never like, "Let's plan a wedding, let's do these things." "That's what I had asked, and she was like, 'Oh, I'm in no hurry,'" she said. "As I already mentioned, I greatly admire Kaitlyn. Even though she was amazing, I had a gut feeling that your relationship would not work out at that point. Sincerely, at that point, I had no idea if you two were still dating based only on interactions on social media." Tartick knew the two weren't meant to last, just like Chrisley, but was avoiding it. It was slowly drifting apart. He said that he was a little in denial and that prior to her breakup, he had intended to salvage the relationship. He went on, "I think I lived in a cloud a little bit. I should have seen our issues, and I should have stepped into it earlier." Tartick gave an example of their failed relationship when he said, "A lot of things came to fruition that had to be worked through, and they weren't worked through properly in a healthy way. Resentment was built, and it wasn't worked through," he added. "Even when I go back and see all the finger-pointing, I can say with confidence what I should have done differently and how to be a better partner. And I'll be in my subsequent partnership," he declared. "I can say with full sure that she was not my type. I can say with full sure that I was not her type." In 2018, Bristowe spoke on her Off the Vine podcast with Tartick, who had competed for Becca Kufrin during her season as The Bachelorette. This was after her engagement to Shawn Booth, the frontrunner, had broken down. 2019 saw them start dating, and in 2021 they became engaged. Though they separated in July 2023, Tartick and Bristowe didn't make the announcement public until the following month. The now ex-couples described their breakup as a life-altering decision that prompted many emotions and changes for them to deal with in a shared Instagram message.